Hello, Aquarius, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your August horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And we have a new black moon in Leo, your opposite sign, July 31st into August 1st, depending on where you live. So that's why I'm including it here. It's a black moon because it's the second new moon in the month of July, starting out anyway. Not going to get into too many details with the astrology and the astronomy because I did a separate blog and video since there's so much information that I just couldn't put it into these individual signs. So I will put the links here. I'll also give you a little bubble that you could click up at the top after this video is done. So the highlight of this new moon in Leo, it's the fifth house. And that's all about play and pleasures and romance for sure, bringing out your inner child. And for the Aquarius, sun signs, rising signs, and moons specifically, the highlight is on your 11th house and your 5th house the entire month. So, what is that? You are typically, your natal Aquarius is the 11th house, and your opposite is the 5th house. So, you're coming home in the beginning to recalibrate and reset, and then you're going to flip the script. This could be a little bit of a challenge for those Aquarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. I'm picking up the key word of liberation, liberating yourself from slavery in a sense, but don't anybody take offense to this. It's a slave to unhealthy habits, unhealthy routines, unhealthy keeping, unhealthy hours, and really slaving away. So I don't know, what that is for a lot of you Aquarians, but just everything that you're doing and have been doing is running you down. It's going to run you down ragged and into the ground. Extremely unhealthy. That's what I kept picking up. So you're going to have to make some big changes this month. You're going to be challenged by the priorities that you have in front of you, trying to decide which is more important. You're going to have to call on your friends and your allies to give you some good advice or help you reprioritize some things. This is also a time for you to free yourself from the things that are weighing you down, chaining you down, and to express yourself freely, speaking your voice. So that's what I have for you, Aquarian suns, risings, and moons. Let's see what the cards have to say. Ha. All right. So this is the first card that wants to come out. And this is perfect. This is really, really good. It's balancing act for you, Aquarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Notice the 11 of the card. The 11 is loving the self, standing in integrity, standing in authenticity. But the balancing act, this is where those priorities are coming up and that are going to be challenging for you because you're not sure. You want to be in one place, but you feel obligated to another place. You're not sure how to balance all of this out. You're going to have to throw your hands up and scream uncle because you're slaving away at the thing that you feel obligated to, and you're not paying enough attention to the things that you need to. Balancing act. The next card that's coming up, this is cleaning house. Now, this is physical, spiritual, mental. This is also the clutter in your closets, the clutter in your drawers, getting rid of junk that is clogging up space and preventing your chi, your energy to flow throughout your house. A lot of this does have to do with mental clutter, and so you'll have to be working on that. I'm going to even take this back to those the challenges of the priorities because it's going to, rack you with some mental guilt and unsurety as to what you should do. What, like, should you spend your time where you want to, or should you spend your time where you think you're obligated to? So make sure you balance all of that out. And then your final card. Interesting. Details, details. This is saying this is a great time for you to pay attention to all of the little details. I believe there is a mouse totem here, and I think so. Oh yeah, there is a little tiny mouse, or it could even be a gerbil. But those little tiny creatures, we don't think that they're going to make a whole lot of damage because they're so small, but they do. They do. So the details, it's saying read the fine print. Mercury will be going direct, but will still be in the shadow for quite some time. So just pay attention to the little details. Pay attention to subtle facial cues. Pay attention to the things that you're not hearing with your ear, but maybe feeling with your gut instinct. That's what this card is. I think that's all I have for you, Aquarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Be sure to check out that blog and video for the August astrology. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss any notifications. And be sure to check me out at expressionsoftheuniverse.com and on Facebook and Instagram daily. Until September, see you, Aquas.